Hey, what's up, coaches? Today I want to talk to you about Facebook. I'm making sense of Facebook. Facebook is a great tool for us, but I understand as new coaches, there's a lot going on, so it's kind of hard to make sense of everything and where you should be. So today I'm going to use my whiteboard and I'm going to show you exactly how we use Facebook and how it helps us every single day. All right, so I'm getting my whiteboard out. We got making sense of Facebook. At the top of this, we've got Team Ripped Coaches, all right? Team Ripped Coaches was started by Wayne Wyatt. He's my coach. He's the guy that got me into this. So that's the top of our line. And I plug you into there just so you can meet other coaches. You know, he has a lot more coaches than I do. So it's a great resource, a great place to ask questions. If you have something, you know, a question about policies and procedures or something, just post it in Team Ripped Coaches. There's always somebody in there that can help you right away. Then we've got TD Coaches, which is my team, which all of you are part of. And that, again, that's another great resource. You know, we have 120 some coaches in there now, I think, so it's just growing and growing. And then from this, we have two sides. You have your customer side of Facebook and your coach side of Facebook, all right? So let's start with the customer side of Facebook. The customer side of your team members, the only place that you are going to plug them is the 90-day challenge group, which is where most of you came from. And as you know, we roll over a new group every 90 days. All right. You can start your own small group for your team and your own challenge groups if you want to. That's perfectly fine. I highly encourage you to still put them in our big group, because a big group does a lot of things. It takes the pressure off of you. There's lots of coaches in there. When your customers ask questions, they're going to get their questions answered immediately. So it's great customer service. They're also going to build a sense of community, team, and family. And that's what we want with our teams. And if we start doing our own things, you know, your customers may not get to know me. They may not get to know Joey or Alan or Greg. Or Kim, so we want, or Larry, so, and I'm sure I've missed a lot, but we want all of our teams to know one another. That's what bonds us, that's what makes us close, that's what keeps us coming back. Support is everything. So we really want that sense of family, and that's what these big challenge groups do. Another thing the big challenge groups do is I identify leaders on your team. I look for people who are positive. I look for people who are supporting others. I look for people who show leadership qualities. I'm always in the groups looking for those people. And when I see them, I contact you and say, hey, let's reach out to this person and see if they want to become a coach, because I think they'd be great and they'd inspire lots of people. Those are the kind of people we want on our team. So, and then I don't just stop there. I help you. You know, I will send them a message. I do a coach opportunity call every 8 weeks into the challenge group. And every 8 weeks I go on and I tell everybody in our team calls, I address all the misconceptions about coaching and all the fears, so that people know that this is a real thing. We're not in this to make money, although making money is nice and there's nothing wrong with that. We really want to help people and pay it forward. That's what we're about. And once we have those coach opportunity calls, a lot of people that may not have considered coaching do consider it. And then there's a lot of people who just don't think they're coach material. They don't feel, they're just not confident enough to do it until we reach out to them and say, hey, you have everything it takes and you would be a great leader on this team. And then they open up the possibility to become a coach. But they don't do that unless we ask them. So we have to recognize those people and then confront them about it. And I'm happy to help you guys do that. So that's all the great things our big challenge group does. All right. And from that big challenge group, we have our small groups, because we don't want people to feel like they're just a number. And our groups are getting really big, where they used to, you know, we used to struggle to get 10 to 15. Now we're getting 700 to 900 every 90 days. And I'm sure that's going to be a lot bigger next year. So we don't want people to get lost in the shuffle. So what we have is our small breakout groups. We have breakout groups for each program led by a coach that's doing that program. So that may be P90X, Insanity, PIO, 21 Day Fix, whatever that may be. And then we have two really important other small groups. The Perfection Crew, which is 90 Days of Perfection. And that can be my downline, that can be your customers, whoever. What we do, if they get through that 90 days of hitting their calories and not missing a workout, I buy them a one-of-a-kind Perfection Crew shirt. I pay for it out of my pocket. It's not at the expense of you or them. It's something I do for you guys just as a thank you for those that worked really hard and got through 90 Days of Perfection. And then we also have a new group called PAL, Personal Attention List. These are the people, you want to make sure that you're checking to see if your people are on this list. If these people have signed up for this list, they have given you permission to bother them, all right? They want constant follow-ups. They want to be held accountable. These are people who are probably going to make really good coaches because you're going to be by their side. You're going to gain their trust. These are the people you want to make sure you do not forget about, all right? So these are ways we make sure that these big challenge groups, people don't get lost in the shuffle and they're not just a number. And then, of course, we do a weekly call. Every single week we do a call for them so that your people can never say you were not there for them. At least once a week we are there answering every question they have. And then obviously answer your emails and messages. But the challenge group's going to take care of most of that for you. So it's going to make it really easy. All right, so we got all that taken care of. Now, moving over to the coach side. So here's our coach training. We have... You guys are all in it already, but we have our Getting Started Right training, which is just the basics of coaching. 5-10 minutes a day, really simple. It's going to explain the coaching for you guys, how to get in your back office, how to send links, how we earn commission, why Success Club is important, all of those things we're going to teach you in the Getting Started Right training. And that training is constantly evolving. Every group is a little bit different because I change things based on previous groups. The next one, so after you're done with Getting Started Right training, you're going to move to Wayne, who is in charge of Team Ripped Coaches. You're going to move to his 60-day coach camp. Now, it's a little bit more time consuming, but it's so worth it, guys. It's going to put your mind in the right spot to attack this business day after day, be consistent, learn about the compound effect, learn why this business really starts to really grow in after years 1 and 2. And it's just incredible, the snowball that is created. So I highly encourage you to enroll in Wayne's 60-day coach camp. A new one starts the first Monday of every month. And what Wayne did for this is he created, he wanted all of his top coaches to have some say in the training, which is really great because there's not one way to do this business effectively. We all do it differently, and there's lots of ways to do it. So he wanted to draw from all of his top coaches and give you guys tools from everybody, which is really incredible. So I'm on there doing a couple videos, and there's lots of guys that do lots of guys and girls that are doing videos on there to help teach you how they do things and how they've been successful at coaching. All right, so then once you get through with the Getting Started Right training and the 60-day coach camp, you're going to move on to the mentorship. And the mentorship, it's a 30-day mentorship by me. I do it. I only select 3 people a month, 2 of my personally sponsored coaches and 1 non-personally sponsored coach, because again, I want to be there for not only my coaches, but also for the people who aren't my coaches. So I take on 3 people a month, and I walk by your side, and I teach you everything I do day after day, and why I've been a Success Club All-Star, why I'm a Star Diamond coach. Actually, I have 3 Diamond coaches and almost a 4th. How I've done that and what I do day after day. And I really just hold your feet to the fire. So it's really a good accountability group. You're going to come out of there and your business is going to be way ahead of where it was when you started. So it's a great thing. Once you finish these 2, you send me a message and say you're ready for the mentorship, and we'll see if you are good enough to get accepted, but you probably are. And then after the mentorship, we have what's called a social media training, or, I guess you could call that Emerald to Diamond training. But everybody, when they start, has a warm market, your friends, your family. That warm market, for the most part, does not pan out because it's just not the right time for everybody. So a lot of people you thought were going to say yes, don't, and that's perfectly normal. what happens is if you stick with this long enough, a lot of those no's turn to yeses, because eventually it will be their time. Everybody has fitness and health on their mind. It's just they need something to push them to say, all right, enough's enough, let's get going. Who do I know that's involved with fitness and health? Who can help me? And you want to be the first person on their mind. So once the warm market fizzles out, the social media training is to teach you how to develop your cold market. So people you don't know through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, websites, blogging, YouTube, all that stuff. So that you have people coming to you that you don't know. And then you can develop relationships with them with the methods that we just taught, getting them in the challenge group. Our goal always is to get all, let me circle this, to get all of these people over to this side, right? That's what we want to do. We want to develop relationships with all of these people that you're inviting. Walk by their side, show them results, show them that Beachbody products work. And we know Beachbody products work because we've all had great results with them. Get all these people to trust you and help all these people, have them get great results, and then get them moved over to the coaching side. Because the only way we can grow and reach more people and continue this huge snowball is by inspiring people to inspire people. And that's what this whole thing is about. We cannot succeed as coaches if we don't do that. So that's really making sense of Facebook. That is how Facebook drives our business. We couldn't do this business without Facebook, or not effectively without Facebook. So use it to your advantage. Right now, as new coaches, all you guys need to do is focus on inviting people to the challenge groups and getting through the Getting Started Right training, and then naturally progress through. We don't want to make this any more complicated than it is. Keep it really, really simple. For right now, go through the Getting Started Right training, invite people to challenge groups. That's it. We'll worry about the rest as it comes. All right? Hope that helps, guys. Love you, and thanks for being part of the Getting Started Right training. Talk to you next time.